Hello and very warm welcome to the platform of Victory IS. As you are aware that we are doing 2 years current affair rapid revision series, and I am discussing economy related current affairs issues with you. So we will discuss a broad heading of some companies that are there that were there in the news. So number one is this Nvidia stock hits record high approach. That is approaching Apple's value as well, right? So approaching Apple values. New rise in the price of Nvidia's stock market value rose sharply on May 28 when its stock hit a new high. They are now worth almost as much as Apple's, right? The value of the company's share went up by 6%, making the stock prices $1,128, and the market capitalization of the company is about $2.8 trillion, right? So a huge uh, value is there. Factors contributing the main reason for the big rise in Nvidia's stock prices are the company's optimistic sale forecast for the second quarter and its announcement of a stock split. Investors are very interested in Nvidia's work in artificial intelligence, right? In artificial intelligence, which is a field that is growing very quickly. This is because Nvidia has strong financial performance and a strategic place in technology market, right? AI and tech industry impact. Nvidia is currently very successful because of its big tech companies like Alphabet, Microsoft, and Amazon are buying more and more of its high performance microchips for their data centers. These chips are necessary to run complex AI programs, which is why Nvidia's sales in this area has grown 5 times. Company with Apple and Microsoft. While Nvidia is growing quickly, Apple has been having a rough time with stock values going down slightly because iPhone sales are down and competition in China is high. But Microsoft is still the most valuable company in the world. Uh, Thanks in large part of how quickly and well added AI to its cloud services. Apple's later adoption of AI technology, on the other hand, shows that the company might not be able to keep its market place. Future prospects is Nvidia versus Apple. If we talk about, a big change is coming to the tech world as Nvidia gets closer, passing Apple in market value. With Nvidia's clear growth trend and Apple's recent performance issues, investors and people in the business world are eagerly waiting to see if Nvidia will pass Apple and become the third most valuable company in the world, narrowly behind Microsoft. So what we can understand from this is, as artificial intelligence is continue to grow, the firms which are working on these and providing reliable solutions, complex to work on complex parameters, their share value is increasing because they have already shown the financial robustness as well, right? This is related. Now, Reliance, Tata, and Serum Institute of India in Times 100 most influential company in 2024. The Tata Group, Adar Poonawala's the Serum Institute of India, and Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industry Limited were named by Time magazine as some of the most important companies in the world in 2024. This recognition shows how important these Indian companies are now on a world scale and how innovative they are. Overview of Indian companies on the Time 100 list. If we talk about Reliance Industries, having entered Time's prestigious list for the second time, was placed in the Titans category along with the Tata Group. The Serum Institute of India was categorized under Pioneers and Pioneers, as this categorization reflect each company's role and achievement with the world of business. Brief introduction, not much important for our exam point of view, but for general awareness. Reliance was started by Dhirubhai Ambani 58 years ago as a cloth and polyester company. It has grown into India's most valuable company with a market value of more than $200 billion. Time drew attention to Reliance huge step forward in the digital and entertainment industries, uh, especially a huge 8.5 billion US dollar deal between company and Disney to improve its position in India's growing streaming over the top, that is OTT markets, Geo, etc. is also involved. The Serum Institute of India makes 3.5 billion doses of vaccine every year, making it world's biggest vaccine manufacturer. The company saved millions of lives during the COVID-19 pandemic by making a lot of vaccines, which shows how important it is to world health. One of India's oldest company, the Tata Group, was praised for its wide range of businesses and recent progress in the tech industry, which includes investment in AI and making semiconductors. Notably, the group began putting together iPhones in 2023, which was a big step forward in the production of tech products, right? Significance of this influential Times 100 most influential company list is each year since 2020, Time has put out a list of the world's most influential, innovative, and leading companies in a variety of fields. Nominations are carefully considered by Time's network of experts as well as outside experts. The result is highly regarded yearly feature that highlights global business wins and discovery. The complete list will be detailed in the June 10th of 2024 of Time magazine. Now NTPC, this related to government firm, right? NTPC ranks third globally at ATD Best Award. India's biggest energy company NTPC won third place in the ATD Best Award 2024, making it the best performing Indian company in this prestigious foreign event. Miss Rachna Singh Bhal, as you can see in the photo as well, CGM Strategic HR and Talent Management, got the award on May 21st, 2024 at a ceremony in New Orleans in US. About the ATD Best Awards, if we talk about the Association for the Talent Development, which is based on USA, gives out the ATD Best Award. This award is well known for over the world for recognizing outstanding work in the area of learning and development. They talk about the companies that get big business results by carefully developing their employees. Now, NTPC, if we talk about their achievement and historical performance, NTPC has been honored with the ATD Best Award 7 times in the last 8 years. That shows the importance of NTPC there, showing that the consistently does a great job and it dedicated to HR best practices. This award is their best ranking ever, and they were the only public sector undertaking from India to receive this award. NTPC strategy in learning and development, why they have got this award so many number of times, as you can see here. NTPC has used technology and new ideas to set the standard of learning and development, and its strategy has been focused and strategic, right? The company has set up a lot of learning chances that encourages a culture of always learning, which is an important part of their business strategy. This approach not only improves employees' skills but also make the business more successful overall, as shown by the regular high rankings in the ATD Best Rankings. The award is a clear sign of how well NTPC does HR practices, human resource practices around the world, and how competitive it is in learning and development, and how hard it works to be the best. Last 8 years, 7 times they have won this award. If we talk about NTPC, the establishment and core focus, the NTPC Limited, originally known as National Thermal Power Corporation, was established in 1975. They are generating electricity to accelerate power development in India. It is headquartered in New Delhi, and company primary focus on thermal power generation, thermal power, burning coal and generating electricity. Diversification and growth, NTPC has diversified into hydroelectric, nuclear and renewable energy sources as well. It is ventured into a coal mining also to secure fuel supplies for its power plants. NTPC exploring energy storage solution also to support the growth of renewable energy, right? This is related to NTPC. Important achievements and market presence. NTPC is a Maharatna company, the highest status that the government is giving to public sector enterprises, right? Maharatna, then Navratna, then Mini Ratna, category 1 and category 2. A designation indicating exceptional performance conferred by the Indian government. It is listed on the National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange both. NTPC offers consultancy services in the power sector globally, right? Globally, they are offering their sector. Now, IREDA gets Navratna status. IREDA, this is, we have seen at some point of time, Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. They have got Navratna status. Second status. First is Maharatna, financing agency of renewable projects in India. So what the job of IREDA is? The financing agency for renewable projects in India. Very important to remember, right? Was conferred with Navratna status by the Department of Public Enterprises, that is Ministry of Finance. So final authority to give these kind of status related to Maharatna, Navratna, etc. is Ministry of Finance. IRIDA is under the administrative control of Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, that is MNRE. It was established as a non-banking financial institution in 1987. So it started as NBFC in 1987. This status grants greater autonomy, and where I have already told you, granting the status of Maharatna, Navratna implies that greater autonomy is being given and facilitates quicker decision making, attracting more investment and skilled talent. As a Navratna PSU, IRIDA can operate more efficiently, compete effectively, and achieve sustainable growth, right? This is criteria for Maharatna, Navratna and Mini Ratna category 1 and category 2 shall have Navratna status. If a firm wants to be allocated as the status of Maharatna, then Navratna status should be there, listed on Indian Stock Exchange, etc. Average annual turnover should be 25,000 crore last 3 years average, and annual net worth should be 15,000 crore. Average annual net profit should be 5,000 crore of last 3 years. Significant global presence, international operations. Now this is not that much needed, right? Significance presence, but these are required. When we talk about Navratna, then Mini Ratna category 1 or scheduled A CPSEs, that is Central Public Sector Enterprises, excellent or very good rating in 3 of last 5 years, and corporation scored 60 out of the following 6 parameters. So their parameters are, for example, net profit to net worth, cost of services, earning per share, etc. So there are some parameters with different weightage, and they have to score 60 out of 100. Then Maharatna, Mini Ratna category 1. Mini Ratna category 1 made profit in the last 3 years continuously, or pre-tax profit is 30 crores or more in the last 1 or 3 years, having positive net worth status. So net worth should be positive for Mini Ratna category 1. Mini Ratna category 2 made profit for the last 3 years continuously, having profit positive net worth status, not defaulted in the payment of loan interest payments or any loans due to the government, and not dependent upon budgetary support or government guarantees, right? So these status are being given for efficiency, right? What kind of efficiency these public sector enterprises are having. These status are being given for given to public sector enterprises only, that you have to remember. Public sector enterprises only, right? Maharatna, Mini Ratna, Navratna, Mini Ratna category 1, category 2. Mysore Paints and Varnish Limited, Mysore Paints and Varnish Limited MPVL, India's sole manufacturer of indelible ink, is ramping up production to meet the soaring demand ahead of the upcoming general election, right? The ink is being used, so for that purpose. Beside domestic demand, MPVL is also catering to export orders, reinforcing its pivotal role in safeguarding electoral integrity worldwide, right? The ink is being used under Rule 49K of Conduct of Elections, Rules 1961. Every elector shall allow his left finger to be inspected by the presiding officer or polling officer, and an indelible ink mark to be put on it. What is indelible ink and how does it work? So this is a special purpose, a special purple color ink used to, so not blue, special purple ink color ink used to mark voters during election to prevent duplicate voting. It is typically applied to voters' finger after they cast their vote, and is designed to be long lasting and resistant to removal. It often contains silver nitrate, which reacts with skin and on exposure to light form a permanent dark mark. The ink works by penetrating the skin and stenting it, making it difficult to wash off or remove with solvents. Sometimes question here and there comes surprises in the exam. So maybe if potential question comes from this topic, you will be able to answer easily. Caltron secures contracts from Tamil Nadu. So Kerala State Electronic Development Corporation Limited, Kerala State Electronics Development Corporation, that is Caltron, a state-owned enterprise, has recently secured a significant work order from Tamil Nadu government, right? Collectively valued at 1,000 crores, 1,076 crore precisely. The order, awarded through competitive bidding, involved in the establishment of high-tech IT labs, smart classrooms, and the supply of tablet computer for primary school teachers in Tamil Nadu. Caltron's IT business group has been instrumental in securing these substantial contracts, showcasing the company's expertise in the education technology sector. The competitive tenders were floated by the Tamil Nadu Textbook and Educational Service Corporation, and Caltron emerged as the successful bidder. So tender has been was published, and then many bidders would have been there, and finally Caltron has got this order. Work order detail not much important for us, right? Coordinate functioning, this is not, this, the details are not much important for us, right? Now government to divest 7% stake in NLC India, right? NLC India. Now I have already told you, when it comes to divestment, you can say divestment or disinvestment, both are same. That means government is diluting its share in this particular enterprise, right? So government is diluting its share. The government of India is set to offload 7% stake in state run lignite producer, that is NLC India, through an offer for sale route, which includes a green show option of 2%. The OFS is expected to rake in approximately 2058 crores, even if the 7% stake is offloaded at the floor price set for this particular sale. So this much government is trying to generate. The government's decision to divest a 7% stake in LLC through OFS route is a significant move towards achieving divestment target for the current fiscal year. I have already told you many a times target have been set, but we are not able to reach the target. For example, 51,000 crore also one time the target was set from disinvestment. The OFS is expected to generate substantial revenue for the government while ensuring compliance with regulatory norms. The participation of both institutional and retail investor in the OFS will be closely watched by the market participants. OFS detail and timeline not important for us, right? The promoter, government, etc. not important. Government stake and regulatory compliance. The government currently holds a majority stake of 79.2% in NLC India. The OFS is expected to reduce the government's ownership below 75% threshold. I have already told you minority sale is from minority sale, in which government stock holding or government share minority sale. When we talk about minority sale, government stock holding shareholding is up to 74%, right? Sorry, not below 74%, that is minority sale, not below. That means dilution of share happens up to 26%, so not below 74%, but as of now government is having 79% and they are diluting 7 more percent. That means it will go below 74%. That means maybe in future government will be exiting from this particular market, but as of now we cannot comment on that threshold. Aligning with regulatory requirement and ensuring compliance with minimum public shareholdings norms set by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. NLC India Green Energy Power Purchase Agreement. So in a separate development, NLC India Green Energy, the green arm of NLC India has signed a power purchase agreement with Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited for a 600 megawatt solar power project. NLCIL secured the project in the Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited Khavda Solar Park tender through a competitive bidding process. Disinvestment targets. The government has pegged disinvestment target for 24-25 at 50,000 crore in the interim budget of 24-25, up from 30,000 crore in the raised estimate of the current financial year. During the current fiscal, the revised estimate for disinvestment mop up has been pegged at rupees 30,000 crore, lower than 51,000 crore budget at the time of presentation of budget last year. Golden Jubilee for Amul, right? That is related to dairy sector. In February 24, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave a call to make Amul Dairy Cooperative the number one dairy company worldwide, while addressing a grand 50-year celebration event of the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, which market all Amul milk and dairy products. Current ranking of Amul, if we talk about, presently ranked the 8th biggest dairy company globally, with yearly sales nearing 80,000 crore domestically through its popular milk, cheese, ice cream, chocolates and other dairy products, which are exported to 57 countries also. Federation has a milk processing capacity exceeding 35 million liters daily. The global dairy cooperative list is led by European and New Zealand players benefiting from early consolidation. They have consolidated earlier. The Prime Minister urged all stakeholders to jointly work towards catapulting Amul to become the largest dairy company worldwide. Amul MD confirmed backing the vision, completely projecting over 1 lakh crore revenues by 25-26. If we talk about journey of Amul, Amul was founded 19 December 1946 as a response to the exploitation of small dairy farmers by the traders and agents. Federation came into existence in 1973 when 6 dairy cooperatives joined hand under the leadership of social entrepreneur and dairy engineer Dr. Varghese Kurian, also known as Milkman of India, remembered as Milkman of India. The Kaira Union, which had the brand name Amul with it since 1955, transferred it to GCMMF, that is the Federation. Since then, Amul has achieved immense growth, collecting milk from over 4 million farmers daily across 40 dairies while distributing effectively nationwide through its vast network, uplifting many lives, right? Dairy farmers are having good amount of income. The cooperative spearheaded the Operation Flood or the White Revolution in India related to increase production of milk, right? India now biggest milk producer. So in the next decade, the cooperative went on to become the top ice cream brand. After 2010, Federation took milk production outside the Gujarat in its biggest milestone. Currently, the Federation has 18 member union with more than 3.6 million farmers across 18,600 villages in Gujarat. Over the past 50 years, Federation has played a critical role in making India the world's largest milk producer, accounting for 24% of global milk production. So 24% of global milk production is coming from India. Major global dairy firms, major companies shaping the landscape of dairy market includes Francis Danone SA, China's Inner Mongolia Yili Industrial Group Corporation Limited, and New Zealand's Fonterra Group Cooperative Limited. When we talk about milk production by cow, so New Zealand's cow give more milk, right? Per cow, more milk is obtained in New Zealand. That is why New Zealand is there. While addressing the event, Prime Minister Modi has assured sustained policy support from his government towards fulfilling Amul global goals over the long term, emphasizing it as a national priority, right? Now, trademark rules, passing off provision. So recently, this Dolma auntie, renowned for her momos in Lajpat Nagar, Delhi, won a trademark battle in her favor. The Delhi High Court cancelled the trademark registration of Dolma auntie momos in the name of Muhammad Akram Khan after Dolma, saying the original Dolma auntie filed a petition against him. So it is related to copyright and patents, etc. The legal action invoked passing off provision, seeking cancellation of the infringer's trademark under the relevant section of the Trademark Act. So what is the trademark? If we want to understand, these are the symbols, designs, word or phrases associated with a business like Dolma Auntie Momos, right? Registering them grant exclusive rights or their users. Governed by the Trademark Act of 1999, trademarks are registered with the Controller General of Patents, Design and Trademarks and protected for 10 years and can be renewed periodically. You will study this more in science and technology when you will study patent related issues. What is the passing off provision then? It refers to deceptive practices where one brand attempts to profit from another's reputation through misrepresentation. Like for Adidas, we have Dedidas sometimes, right? So those kind of things. In trademark, the distinction between infringement and passing off is crucial. In a registered trademark, is if a registered trademark is violated, it constitutes infringement. However, the trademark isn't registered and infringement happens, it categorized as passing off, right? Regarding passing off, the Supreme Court ruling in Cadila Healthcare Limited versus Cadila Pharmaceuticals Limited defined it is a type of unfair trade competition, right? Now, Reliance and this Disney form joint venture for streaming over the internet, etc. So on February 29, 2024, Reliance Industry Limited, Viacom 18 Media Private Limited and the Walt Disney Company signed agreements to create one of India's largest TV and streaming firms. The joint venture merges Viacom 18 with Disney Star India to target rapid growth in the country's digital entertainment space. Partners and deal dynamics. As per the bidding practice, bidding pacts, TV18 Broadcast Limited is a subsidiary of Reliance India Limited. A majority stake in the Viacom 18 will induct Disney as a strategic investor. This will be achieved by a way of merger of Viacom 18 with Star India Private Limited, Disney's Indian Media Hub. Post the integration, Reliance India will invest 11,500 crore rupees into the combined entity and hold 51% stake. Disney will own 36.3% with the remaining held by Paramount Global. The capital infusion is aimed at subsidizing content production and a streaming platform of expansion drives, right? The joint venture will bring together Star India's leading media networks, OTT platforms, Hotstar and renowned sports rights with Viacom's 18 broadcast channel, digital assets and large movie library. More than this is not required. Key growth plan, etc. Regulatory approvals we can study that outlined by RIL officer. Viacom 18 and Star India will continue operating independently until the closure of this transaction. Completion is subject to customary approvals and conditions, including scheme of arrangement to be filed before National Company Law Tribunal, that is NCLT. Other than that is not required. So I hope we have concluded here all this information related to companies, right? So stay tuned to the channel of Victory IAS, where we will continue more updates from this for current affairs program, right? So thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.